away we go with Nash Carter up to bat. First pitch from Roden. And Coach Huth, Greg Olson, seeking to become the first coach in the United States to reach 3 straight Little League World Series.
It's just amazing. It really is. It's just a matter of how long those nerves are in effect of the arm.
4 straight off the plate. Trying to spot the zone here. The 3-0 delivery comes in low. Back-to-back walks to start for Tennessee. Right before it felt like things were getting ready to get underway. Skies collapse. Could be 2. How about that? And a big change of momentum. Mason Bradley starting the double play to Faust.
Perfect scenario. Breaking ball down in the zone. Ties up Blaylock just a little bit. Mason Bradley gets the ball, knows exactly what he's going to do with it. Takes it across the bag. Perfect strike.
Just a kid here to Warner Robins, just south of Atlanta. This one swatted over to Faust, who steps on the bag, 3 unassisted, and side retired.
This is Super Bowl 42 champion Barry Cofield. Coach Barry, the most of you. Wishing you guys great luck in the championship game. We're so proud of you back here in Lake Mary, Florida.
Landon Bono.
And on 3 straight, the punch out. Anderson retired for out number 1. Too far inside, and that'll tap Feliciano. At 14 strikeouts. Off speed pitch. Hit down the right field line, and that's a fair ball. Feliciano had to wait to see if it was going to be caught. He stands in at third. 2 in scoring position. That's an intentional walk that will put Bono at first to load the bases. Inside out swing, and the catch. And the double play. Ty McKenzie, the second, making magic happen over at the hot corner.
Great play. Ty McKenzie diving to his right. Ends up landing right on the bag. Another huge double play in the first inning.
Feliciano tried to get back. McKenzie had it by that point in time.
And the shock and awe up here in the stands.
Fly ball, right center field, tracked down and then dropped at the track. And running after the drop by Bebo is May at third. It's going to be a tough play, running full speed towards the wall. And May gets it done with a leadoff triple. Into right field, in line for a hit, and Tennessee on the scoreboard first. Barney drives home May after the single. They'll call that an E9. The run counts no matter which way you score it.
Well, that is a nice swing. Breaking ball down and in. No-go zone on a left-handed hitter.
Million over to third. Feliciano delivers a strike. That'll move the runner up to second. And now Jace Barney in scoring position. Cut on and missed. Davis. Happy to be here despite the lengthy delay. Walked on 4 straight. Tabor trots down to first, and that'll bring up Stella Weaver next with runners at first and second. Stella, the youngest of 4 siblings, gifted in every way possible. Tap back to the mound. Davis tried to barehand it, and over to first, not in time. The throw across the diamond. Racing back is Jace Barney, but the bases are loaded for Tennessee. We had a 4+ hour weather delay. This game was supposed to start way back at 5 Eastern. Storms pushed through the area here in Warner Robins, Georgia. Cypher skies this one. Shallow left field, and finally caught by Mason Bradley, the shortstop.
This young man right here was on that team last season, so he's been there, done that.
Bradley over to shortstop, and off the backside, Carter comes up empty. Leadoff hit for Mason Bradley. You have 4 more to go. On the inner half in the punch outs. You like the Bills?
I like them. I wouldn't say that Buffalo's my favorite place on earth.
Another breaking ball in the inner half. The 3rd strikeout tonight for Grayson May. Because they came back, it seemed like, out of nowhere about 3 years ago. That one gets away from Cyphers for a minute. Golfs this one. Left field. Weaver can't get up to it. We're tied at 1 as Bradley stomps on home plate. And a 2-out run-scoring double off the bat of Joey Serenero.
All week, this Tennessee defense has been playing a little shallow in the outfield. Stella can flat out fly. Good jump on it, just over her head.
Off the hop, fielded cleanly. That was Carter for out number 3. Also wants to be a veterinarian. Sky to right, and tracking that is Bebo. This time, he'll catch it after falling down.
I thought if this game was going to keep like that, I don't know if I was going to be able to finish it.
Curveball up the middle into center field. Chase Anderson up with it. And Nash Carter with his 5th hit in Warner Robins. 1-out single. And the 3-0 low and away. So now runners at first and second. Here's a look at all the Little League pins on Coach Huth's hat. Easy for me to say, and that kind of paints the picture of exactly how successful they've been. Turner Blaylock over to second, spinning and turning. They'll try to turn 2, and they can't do it. The force out at second is there for out number 2. Runners at the corners. Carter at third base, Blaylock at first. Ty McKenzie was hit on the shoulder. And now the bases are loaded for Nolensville.
Tennessee's offense already has had 9 runners on base.
May to right field. That'll drop for a base hit. Carter comes home to score. 2 runs will touch home plate, and Tennessee back in front 3-1.
He is seeing the ball real well. It's his time to shine. He's on the mound. Take care of it yourself. Played a couple runs. Give yourself a little cushion if you're pitching. That ball's ripped.
Slow roller over to second. Serenero up with it, and he'll make the play at first to Owen Faust.
Doing a nice job at the plate.
Hit by a pitch, and a leadoff man is aboard.
Big breaking balls diving out of the zone, and then you see that fastball.
Off of May, and they'll get the force at second.
And so he's at least advanced enough.
Fly ball deep left field. Weaver retreats at the wall, and she made the grab. Stella Weaver, out number 3 to retire the side.
Some of her cousins in high school.
It's amazing. It's a small world. And a big strikeout. Sean Davis is second of the night.
And an all-star team that is this pronounced.
Hammer to left, caught by Hernandez, and Lottie comes up crucial. That's in fact what he's going to do again. It says the Nola boys in big, and then it says and Stella. Stella and the fellas delivers again to right field. Tabor now at second, Stella Weaver at first. Big AB for Corbin Cyphers. Runners at first and second, 2 outs, curveball, 3-hopper over to short. Bradley will get the force out of Weaver at second.
Rooting for y'all. Can't wait to see y'all become champions.
Just wanted to let you guys know we're cheering for you and ready for you guys to become some champions to play hard, don't give up. When things go wrong, band together and go get that win, baby.
Payoff pitch, grounded up the middle. That'll sneak through for a hit. Landon Bono aboard. Jay Buhner was a part of that lineup for a time, wasn't he? This one chopped over to second. Blaylock had to wait for it. He'll get the out. Bradley, a little blooper into center field. That'll get down. Hernandez going to be stopped at third on the strike delivered from Jace Barney.
And then he goes, if he gets in a rundown, we're doing this.
Bebo, rocket shot down the right field line, and it is just foul.
Getting a rundown first and third.
Up the middle. Stopped and tagged. Nash Carter.
Can we have a top 10 highlight right there? Nash Carter saving a run. Lays out to his left. Realizes the situation.
Shortstop Nash Carter moments ago. Significant. Sean Davis makes a sliding catch here for out number 1.
He has to bat the next inning. It's a rule.
5 hits and Warner Robins over to first. Fouls, fields it cleanly, dives in for out number 2.
76 miles an hour from 46 feet. There's McCauley getting a walk. He did not get the start.
Over to Faust, off the chest into foul territory. Blaylock now gunning for second, and runners at second and third with McCauley now standing on the bag at third base.
Try to paint the corner and get a big punch out.
And McKenzie a fly ball to right field. Bebo retreating underneath for out number 3. Bottom of the 5th inning, back in Warner Robins, Georgia. Here's what's at stake. Florida trailing Tennessee 3-1. That score holds up. Nash Carter and Nolensville, Tennessee will advance to Williamsport. It'll be his 2nd straight trip, but the Little League organization's 3rd straight trip. That's only happened one other time in history. Florida seeking its 1st trip to Williamsport in 2 years.
And didn't take anything for granted. Same stuff. Nice punch out from Grayson May using the Randy Johnson wipeout slider at the back foot. John Kruk, that All-Star Game appearance.
Over to Shorts. First time we've had a 1-2-3 frame. Driven in 2. May waits. Over to Faust between the wickets into right field. Jace told us his special talent is balancing heavy objects on his chin. We saw that pregame with a giant broom. This time the sacrifice will go 1-3.
Fun part now is, as a Little League coach, if you're Coach Huth, you're trying to figure out any which way to get a run.
Back in action. 1-0 pitch into left field for a base knock. Runner's going to be waved home, and Tennessee extends its lead to 4-1. Found a way to first, then found a way home.
Ball's hit well, gets under the glove of McKenzie at third. Excuse me, not McKenzie at third. That was J.J. Feliciano. That ball was blistered off Cale McCarty's bat.
Carter Nash, the usual cast of characters this year for Nolensville, Tennessee. On the strikeout, they'll get the call at first. Grounded past McKenzie to left field. Roden rounds first. Digging for second. Here comes the toss, and it's late. A leadoff double for Florida, and here comes Lake Mary.
No question that he was safe at second base. Did he pop off the bag on this pop-up right there? Nope, still holding it. Oh, his glove came off.
Watch the end of this sequence where things start to get a little dicey.
But the glove's not on him when he came off the bag. Okay, here it is. His foot comes off the bag. It's muddy. Everything's wet. He's off the bag, and that glove looks like it might be on his hand.
That angle may be enough to overturn that call.
It's Lucas McCauley trying to point it out.
The moment where the contact comes glove to hand, to me, is the point in question. And is that enough to tell you indisputably that this call should be overturned from safe at second to an out? And it's overturned.
See what his pitch count was.
Ground ball to third. McKenzie up with it cleanly. Fires a strike, and Florida down to its final outs. And there it is for the 3rd time in 3 years. Tennessee's going back to Williamsport.